This year, Korea commemorates the 80th anniversary since its liberation from Japan. Marking this special occasion, young overseas Koreans have visited Korea to experience the history and culture of their motherland, and with that, grow their pride and identity as people of Korean descent. We have invited two young overseas Koreans into the studio today, Geon-young and Choi Song-yi, who are not just participants of the special visit program, but who are also descendants of Korean independence activists. Hello, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so let's start with you, Geon-young. Could you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yeah, hey everyone, my name is Daniel or Geon-young. I hail from the city of Toronto, Canada. I'm currently a incoming second year student at the University of Toronto studying commerce and public policy.
Okay, and now let's move over to Song-yi.
Hello, my name is Choi Song-yi or Chelsea. I was born and raised in London and I recently graduated from Imperial College London.
Wonderful. Okay, so both of you just came back from the 2025 OKFriends Homecoming Teens and Youth Camp. I heard you just came back from the closing ceremony.
Yeah.
So Geon-young, tell us a little bit about this program.
Yeah, so it's a 6-day long program where you are split up into teams. You could visit different regions in Korea and you experience K-culture at its finest. So you're eating all the foods, you're going to all the places, you're going to see all the museums, learning about the history. And there's also a lot of fun activities, like, we got to learn some Jennie, Blackpink dances. We got to make really cool crafts, and just overall, it's just an immersive experience that really gets you to understand what being Korean actually means. Yeah.
Was there anything particularly memorable to you?
Yeah, so I guess I had some good luck and I got sent to Busan, which is a city obviously very aesthetically pleasing. I'd never been there, so it was a great experience. But Haeundae was a blast, seeing the beach, seeing the ocean side, that was really cool. We got to actually go on a boat ride at night, so the yagyong, the night scenery was absolutely stunning.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Song-yi, I also heard that there was a history session during that camp. So could you tell us a bit about that? And also, do overseas Koreans actually learn about Korean history? Do they have the chance to, or do you usually do your own research? How does it work?
Yeah, so this camp really gave us the opportunity to kind of delve into looking into like the Korean history. We went to many museums, like Geon-young said, and it was really nice way to kind of, be connected to our heritage. But I think as overseas Koreans, a lot of the learning of Korean history starts at home, from where we hear stories through our parents or our grandparents, but also we can make a conscious effort to kind of read about it, watch Korean documentaries, and pretty much everything we can get our hands on.
And since I asked Geon-young, let me ask you too, Song-yi, what was the most memorable part of the program for you?
We got to do this runway performance where we all got to wear our hanboks, and then we kind of practice as a group, kind of different performances. I think that was the most memorable part for me.
Okay, nice. And now both of you are descendants of Korean independence activists. So please tell us about your ancestor. Please, Geon-young, let's start with you.
Yeah, so his name is Baek Jung-gi, or Baek Jung-gi Yusa. He played a pretty vital role in helping out the independence movement from China. So he led with a couple of his friends in Shanghai, helping, I guess, raise these ideas about Korean independence and sending them back home, because obviously back then it was dangerous to operate in that way back home. And he was a person who really believed in the movement, and he died trying, right? So yeah, it's definitely someone that I look up to, and it's an honor to have him and call him my ancestor. Yeah.
And you hear these stories from your parents, or?
Yeah, so my grandfather actually, even when I was a young kid, he would tell me these things. Obviously, I didn't know what it was back then, but now, he's taken me to the memorial site. He's given me a book that was written about him. And yeah, like he would tell me stories about how his and Baek Jung-gi and his mother relationship was, for example. And these stories, yeah, they're super cool, and it's something that I'm very proud of.
You must be really proud of him. And let's also move over to Song-yi. Tell us a bit about your ancestor.
Yeah, so my great-great-grandfather, his name is Cho Ik-ja Chunja, and he was in Pyongyang at the time when he heard about the independence movement on March the 1st. And when he heard that, he kind of led his local town to do a declaration movement, and he led that, which subsequently led to his arrest, and he was in prison for 2 years, from what I've heard. Yeah.
Okay, and now Song-yi and also Geon-young, for people like you, Korea's Liberation Day must be very meaningful, and also for other overseas Koreans. Now, Song-yi, I heard that your mother is a teacher at London Korean School, and the school also holds events on Liberation Day or the March 1st Movement Day. So tell us more about those events being held there.
Yeah, sure. So London Korean School holds a variety of events every year to do with Liberation Day and the March 1st movement. So we can get different performances by the students and get some lectures through guest speakers, and we kind of learn about how the sacrifices made has shaped Korea today.
Song-yi, do your friends around you know about you and your ancestor?
I don't think they do. I don't really talk about it, but I think this camp really kind of installed in me kind of my Korean part of me. So I think maybe when I get back, maybe I will tell them
more about them. Okay. Yeah. And what about you, Geon-young?
Yeah, it's not like information that I just go around sharing, but it's something that I hold very dearly in my heart, and with my family, it's a source of pride. And yeah, as Song-yi said, like definitely after this trip, I might be talking about it a bit more, just because I think I feel the weight of the things that he did and how he contributed to the overall movement, right? So yeah.
So how would you want the independence activists and everyone who fought for the independence for Korea to be remembered to the world, especially people abroad?
Right. There's multiple ways to answer this question, but to keep it short, I think that for the past 80 years, Korea has developed into this astonishing, amazing nation. And we're, in terms of our economy, in terms of our culture, in terms of trade, like we're really out there. And we have to really remember that these things are only possible because of the people who fought all the way back then, who risked their lives and put their lives on the line to make that happen, right? So I think they should be remembered very fondly. I think they should be remembered as people who, really contribute to this vision of a Korean nation, to have an independent, sovereign country. And I think, yeah, it's super commendable.
And let me toss the same question to Song-yi. How would you like to have your ancestor and also other independence movement activists be remembered by the world?
Yeah, so I think we should remember what they did for us, and that their sacrifices has kind of helped us build our everyday opportunities. And I think it should give us a constant reminder that that what they did for us is, how we can live today.
And speaking of today, I want to ask both of you guys how the Korean wave, or Hallyu, how Korea is being perceived in the country you're living right now. So what about you, Song-yi? In the UK, how is it?
K-pop is really, really popular. All my friends talk about it to me. They want to learn Korean. They want to learn more about the culture, and I'm really, really happy to kind of just tell them all about it if they ask. So yeah.
Okay, and what about you, Geon-young, in Canada?
Yeah, very similar. Korea is very, very popular, like everything from the food to the music. To the dramas, and even little things like the little photo booths that people go and take photos. Like these things are all just like they all contribute to that, I guess, image of Korea that's super positive, friendly people. And also, if you really study the history of it, like they call it the Great Miracle, right? Because how do you go from a war-torn nation just 80 years ago to an economic power right now? So yeah, very positively.
And would you like to participate in such a program again? So we're very satisfied about this camp. Who wants to go first? Geon-young?
Sure. Yeah. No. Super satisfied. I think it's not just the itinerary and the things that they teach us that makes it actually worth it, but it's also the people, right? Like you're meeting people from all over the world. I met someone from Uzbekistan, someone from Australia, someone from Tunisia. Like there's Koreans that are just all over the world, and meeting them, conversing with them, talking about how we grew up with each other, talking about our aspirations and our dreams. And these things really inspire me, and it's knowledge that I'll probably take back home to really help myself and these people I'll be connected for, I think, for a long time.
Right. And Song-yi, what about you?
Yeah, it was my first time doing this program in Korea. I definitely want to do it again. The people that I met were just amazing, and my group was, you know, I just loved them so much. We kind of got to experience the same things, and I really liked how we could talk about the kind of same problems that we had living abroad. That, like, are we Korean? Are we English? You know, are we, you know, Canadian? Are we American? Kind of. Yeah, so it was really, really nice to talk to them about that.
Mm-hmm. And actually, how did you guys start up applying for this program, Geon-young?
Yeah, so I think just my dad found some information online, and he was like, hey, you know, your flight could be covered, you know, you got your accommodation and your food is free. Like, that sounds like a plan to me, I said, and here we are now. So yeah, you could apply online. It happens every year, and I encourage everyone to do so.
Okay, great. So I guess it was a great experience for both of you, and I think it's because of your and our Korean ancestors, like your ancestor Baek Jung-gi and your ancestor Jo Ik-jun, that we can, experience all the Korean wave across the world these days with K-pop and K-drama that we have today. So thank you very much for your stories today, Geon-young. Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you, Song-yi.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. Okay, and thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave. Please join us again tomorrow on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Korea time, and maybe one day here in Korea.